It's another superb day in far north Queensland. We are having some absolutely brilliant weather at the moment. Definitely the best time of the year to be up here. And I just haven't been out of the house for about 3 days. And the reason I'm going out now is, you guessed it, in the search of cheap booze. I looked up online and I found that Liquorland has a sale on today, and rather than getting it delivered, I'm just going to pick it up from the local Liquorland store. So that way I don't have to wait a week for it to arrive. So I'm getting 3 more bottles of my Clean Skin gin, which has dropped in price. Now, isn't that nice for a change? Something actually dropping in price. I think it went up to about $42, and it's dropped back to $39. About a year or two ago, it was only about $35. So I do get a discount on top of a 10% discount. Works out about 10%. It's $15 off if you spend more than $125. So I easily exceeded that. I spent about 140 something, 150. Because I got another bottle of the Sailor Jerry rum, but this time only a 700ml bottle, because they didn't have really any discounts on the 1 litres. As a matter of fact, you buy a litre of it, you're paying more per 100ml. So you've got to be careful with that pricing. Don't always assume buying in bulk gives you more. It doesn't. Anyway, it's like I said, it's an absolute brilliant day today. Totally clear sky. If anything, I suppose I should be a bit sun smart. It's about the only thing I've got to worry about today. Get a bit of shade there. But yeah, I could have ridden the bike, I guess, but I couldn't be bothered. So I'm going to take 4 bottles of liquor back with me. Probably safer to walk, and probably better exercise for me anyway. And it means I can do this. Oh, this is a concert happening, a doggy concert, all the different tones. Yeah, dogs everywhere around here. You wouldn't want to be a cat, although there are. I have seen a few cats here. I missed the football game because of the Starship Flight 4. I didn't even look up the AFL, and as it turned out, Richmond actually won a game, the second one for the season, and I missed it. So, bad timing. But no, the Starship flight was really much more important to me. Anyway, it's a profound thing. It's a real game changer. If Musk can slash the price of the cost of getting access to space, it's going to change everything. Well, the bus is waiting there, but I don't have a ticket for it. I'm too tight to buy one just to go down to the back home. Be a bit more inviting when we've got those 50-cent tickets that'll come in on the 5th of August, I think it is. I was wondering if you may have to buy individual tickets though with it. You may not be able to get a daily ticket under that new tariff. So, which is a bit of a pain, because I prefer to just buy the one ticket if I can. But they might provide an option where you pay $1 and you get a daily for it maybe. Otherwise I have to buy a ticket each time. Still cheaper, 50 cents even if I break the journey. Compared, it's about $4.20 on the pension rate to get to Cairns Central and back on a daily ticket. But it only costs $1.50 if you buy the new 50-cent journeys, if that's how they're doing it. Not quite sure what the actual admin of it is, but yeah, well, I'll encounter that when I get back from OS, I guess. So we'll see. But prior to that, I was thinking about I'd have to do my taxes, but God, I've got so many hassles with tax this year because of the identity theft. Like I got a Coles dividend paid to a fraudulent account. I don't know how that works with the ATO. It's going to be a pain. I'm not looking forward to it at all. I never look forward to doing the tax. But it's going to be particularly bad this year. Because it just makes... Because the other thing is that the fraudsters actually sold all my Coles shares on me and some other shares as well. And CommSec had to repurchase them. So... how's that going to show up on the records? It may look like a capital gain. I don't know. It's just a pain. I mean, it's not the first time it's happened, obviously. So I guess in a specialist area in the ATO, they know about it because, you know, identity for theft is becoming more prevalent. But I wish they had a solid ID, electronic ID system in Australia so we could avoid this crap. But that's asking a fair bit from politicians who are probably some of the least tech-savvy people in the country. So that's the problem. They're just chasing votes. They don't really think about long-term things like that. So I don't hold out much hope. I see that Labor must be getting a bit desperate in the state level because the opinion polls are showing that they're going to go down big time, and they're just handing out money as usual, and you know, just paying all the bills everybody has, and that's not really good management, is it? I mean, that's going to come back to bite us, of course. But you know, they want to stay in office, don't they? They'll do anything. They don't care about because it also stokes inflation doing that. Because the money is borrowed money that they're paying all these things with. So the interest rates have gone up and it's going to cost more. So just not good economics. But expecting good economics these days, it's almost like we're in cargo cult territory when it comes to the way a lot of households see finances. They're just probably just out of desperation. Luckily I'm not in that boat, but I can understand that there would be a lot of people who just don't have a buffer, and that'd be a horrible way to live. Some people do make bad choices in my opinion. Like the guy I knew who was in his mid to late 60s, he had got inheritance, he just squandered it on overseas trips. He's now living in shared rental accommodation. It's just not where I'd want to be at his point in life. But, you know, we're all different priorities. Whew. I need to do a bit more exercise. It's a lot cooler at the moment. I'm still feeling it a bit doing the walk. I only walked one way on Friday. We didn't return via foot because both Yvonne and Steve have got issues with their legs. Well, Yvonne's foot, she got bunion, I think. It's pretty nasty. Apparently it's a bit of bone that's actually growing out through the skin, so she's got to have an op to get it fixed. But she seems to handle it okay. But Steve's also hobbling a bit. So they just go one way now and get a lift back or the bus back or whatever is available. So I only did a one-way journey last Friday. And next Friday, hopefully catching up with one of my subscribers. They say they're going to be there, so, and I think I'm going to be there, so it's difficult to coordinate these things, but I think we'll be okay this time around. We'll see. Anyway, another beautiful day, quite crisp in the morning. I've got my long sleeve shirt on. I'm actually using the long sleeves at the moment because the air's a little nippy, but it's not bad. It's actually 28 today, so I can't complain. I actually finally located I had a script for medications that I thought had just gone amiss again, but I just put it in a different drawer. And one thing I've learnt over the years is if I want to find something, always put it into an area that you normally place it. So use the same locations, because it just takes a lot of hassle out of finding stuff. And it seems to hold me in good stead, especially considering as you get older, chances are you're going to get more senile. Oh, I did forget to bring the microphone. I want to test drive that mic, exterior mic, because there's a little bit of wind. This camera handles it very well, but still I'd like to. I have had situations where it's been a bit too windy and it has destroyed the audio. The other good thing about the camera is that when I changed the setting from following a person, that's what was causing me all the angst on my last trip to Vietnam. It just wouldn't stay in frame because it was trying to actually center on a person or an object. And I disengaged that, and now it's operating like a normal camera. So sometimes you can have too many gimmicks in your camera, and you're best to letting sleeping dogs lie, because it's just a pain in the ass, because it's just causing me so many hassles. And that's what it was, because I switched it off, and I haven't had an issue since. And it's a great little camera. The only thing it can't do is go underwater. It's not water resistant. That's about its only negative. But apart from that, yeah, people really like the picture quality. So it's a great travel camera. I'm very happy with it. So I've got to say too, you know, I was raving about Manor Lords, the sim, the city builder based in the Middle Ages, and it does have its issues though, and like agricultural is a pain in the ass to do. So, God, there's someone actually waiting at the stop, and so it's not perfect, and the tax rate goes up, which really destroys the fun of the game. So I think Farthest Frontier's actually got better mechanics. Well, it's Friday and it's another picture perfect day. Unbelievable weather. Yeah, probably mid-20s and hardly a cloud in the sky. It's just amazing weather. So, interested to see if Steve and Yvonne are waiting in the corner, because I didn't actually send them any messages this week. So, they might be there. They probably are going to be there, but if not, I'll just make it over there by myself, because I've got to... there's one of my subscribers who's actually is going to be there and wants to catch up. So it's a bit, I find it a bit daunting, because I've never met the people that I message online. I passed a few messages on to him, so you've got a feel for what he's like. And I think, you know, I've never had any bad experiences, but it is a funny situation, because they know a lot about me and I know bugger all about them, really, in comparison. And that's the, I guess it's the downside of having a YouTube channel. I was relieved to find out that this guy, Daniel, a Russian guy who did street interviews, in the 1420 channel, an excellent channel where he just does vox pops, but he gives you an insight into what Russians are thinking. It sort of humanises the situation over there. He hasn't, he's just decided to quit. He hasn't actually been hauled aside by the authorities or sent to Siberia or anything like that. Nothing like that seems to have happened, and he's just made a channel under his own name now, and everything seems to be fine. He's just reflecting on what he's done with the Vox Pops street interviews, and hasn't quite worked out what he wants to do next. But I hope he does do something, because he's actually put a lot of work and effort into it, and he's really raised his profile, and I think he's done a hell of a lot of good because of it. So I'm hoping that he's not going to pack it in, because I think it'd be a bit of a tragedy he's gone this far. Anyway, fingers crossed. At least he's in one piece. That's the main thing. You do worry about people who may upset the authorities in Russia. It's not a place you want to rub them up the wrong way. I've decided to take the beast out for another ride. I always do it with a bit of trepidation. It's such a heavy damn thing compared to the other bike. It's a real monster. So we'll see how we go. Had a very enjoyable night last on Friday night. Caught up with Wazza and his missus. Sorry, I can't remember her first name. So apologise about that, but I'm terrible with names, so don't take it personally. But anyway, no, it was they were very generous. Wazza bought me a few beers, and I had a Capricosa pizza, which was nice. I haven't had one of those since I've been back since my days in Melbourne, and it was actually quite a nice pizza. Quite like the base and everything. It's different to the ones that they've got at the sports club, but it was pretty good. But that was very generous of them. I didn't expect that, and I feel a bit guilty. So that was interesting. Anyway, better not delay any further. I've got to get back on the old bike, and the old monster bike. Oh God, it is big. Haven't fallen off it, so any luck that won't happen. Here we go. Let's see how we. Oh, yeah, I've got to. Can feel the pedal assist straight away, even on one. It's amazing. Because I generally ride the other bike, the conventional one, especially down to Trinity Beach. So I don't ride the e-bike much at all. I can't really justify it, to be quite frank. Yeah, I've got to remember how to do the gears again. It's so rare that I ride it, I can't remember how to do the gear changes. So, but look at this day, isn't it amazing? This weather is incredible. It's incredibly quiet, so it's a perfect day to go out on a ride. I just got to get a prescription done. I might get myself a cheap bottle of red as well. But amazing weather. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, can't complain about it. I find the e-bike's much better going up Gannett Street. It's it's not a really steep road, but just I'm not as fit as I used to be, and the old pedal assist just makes life much easier. So very happy with it. Geez, it was very quiet walking home last night. I was about 7:30 or so. I departed, and yeah, just incredibly quiet around the streets. I did see some people down Kawara Street, but overall, dead quiet. This is a very quiet part of town. Camera cut out on me after I went about a block down the road. Very annoying when that happens. Don't know why that occurs. I think it's plenty on the disc. Well, I'll find out, won't I? I'll give it another go and go down Poolwood. I'll get a good run. It's very quiet today. It's a good time to come out. Chemist has even got their doors wide open today. So such nice weather. Quite quirky trying to get this battery switched on again. It's always been an issue for me. I don't know why, but it can be problematic. Thank you. taking place over there. New upmarket units. Hive of activity. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great. But please don't ignore me. That's the worst thing you can do on YouTube, is be ignored.